Look at that smile.
Back to the streets.
We're back to them streets.
I gotta wait for my neighbors.
Streetcar.
Alrighty, let me get you caught up here a little bit to speed where we're at with this truck. Hello friends, it is a beautiful morning out here in the country. We are heading into the shop. I wasn't going to film this project, but I decided you guys might be interested in this. Our friend Terry down in Florida in Fort Myers bought a 93 S-10 from a guy, and we were messing around with it down south. And he wasn't happy with the results, so he sent it up here to me, and slowly I've been working away at it. We pulled the old engine out of it and pulled basically everything out of it, and we are starting fresh with it. So here it is. Alrighty, let me get you caught up here a little bit to speed where we're at with this truck. We pulled out the original 6-liter engine. Seemed to have real low oil pressure, so we took that out. We are replacing it with this. Now that's the engine out of the original shop truck. It's a 6-liter, it's a built bottom end, it's got a Callie's crank in it, forged rods and pistons. I believe they're H-beam rods and Wiseco pistons. It's got the trick flow heads ported, stage 3 BTR cam in it, and Edelbrock high ram intake. So we're going to be putting that motor in this truck tomorrow. We've just slowly been working on redoing the front suspension. It did have stock S-10 front suspension, so now we have QA1 coilovers. We did the TRZ spindles with the strange brakes. Those also came out of the original shop truck. This will be a long travel kit, as originally we had it in the shop truck, so we've upgraded all the front here. We cleaned up the firewall, smoothed it out, painted it. We've been going through all the lines, rerunning new fuel lines, the trans coolers here. This truck does have power steering. It is located in the bed, so we have power steering here. It will be set up the same as the shop truck, 8.8 rear end with Caltrax. As we move to the back here, the truck did have AEM fuel pumps. So we've got dual pumps here from the sump tank above. It does have an ice box, and it does have a intercooler here. Needs to be cleaned up a little, air to water, and still maintains the original S-10 steering box. So it will be power steering. We have changed the engine mounts to solid mount, and it does have a TBM brake booster with all new lines that the owner did. So we are just going through and fixing up everything. For now, it'll keep the Caltrac rear shocks, but eventually get double adjustables. And yeah, that's where we stand so far with the truck. So now we're going to put the engine in here and start wiring it all together. This truck does run on Holley HP, again, out of the original shop truck, as we upgraded to the Dominator. So we've sent out the 400. We sent out the Turbo 400 to a friend of ours. He's tearing it down. It did have a stock Turbo 400 in it. So obviously we're going to be upgrading with the new power we're getting. This truck was single turbo, so we will be using the single turbo kit again. We're trying to reuse as much stuff as we can from the original truck to cut costs and things like that for our buddy Terry. So let's get back at her and keep working away at it. Alright, it's that time. Let's get to welding. Well guys, we've ran into a little bit of a problem. So we tried to put the motor in yesterday, as you can see here, and we ran into a bit of a snag. It looks like the oil pan on the new motor is a little bit big and does not fit in the factory cross member, nor do the solid motor mounts work with the mounts we have. So we've ordered some new mounts for the truck, and today we're going to be cutting out the cross member and fabricating our own cross member. So we're going to weld this together the way it sits now to hold everything together, and then we're going to be cutting out the bottom section here and removing it, making some plates, and then fabbing it back together with some round bars, so we got a lot more room for the oil pan so that we can put this motor back in here. So that's the plan. We're gonna weld this together and get at her. Right, we did a little welding here. We cut out the center section of Terry's truck, and currently got to put the crossbar in, make sure the frame's all straight. It should be straight. We braced it in a couple places, and yeah, we have lots of room for the new motor now, so that'll be great. We're going to put some sliders on the bottom in case this truck pulls wheelies, so it's got something to slide on.
God damn.
We're on to the next part. We're just going to be waiting on a couple engine mounts, new engine mounts for this motor, and then we'll adjust it so that it fits where we need it to. Let's go. It's been a couple of days. We were working on some other stuff, but we got Terry's truck back here in the hoist, and we got some good news. We've got the transmission back. So we got a Turbo 400 in this deal. Our friend John Wiley just got it all freshened up for us, upgraded for the amount of power we're going to be making with this new motor. So today we are going to work on the cowl tracks, get those welded in, so we can finish up with the suspension. I'm just waiting on some engine mounts, which we had a set, but they weren't the right ones to go with the motor mounts or with the mounts that go on the body. So we've ordered a new set. They should be here hopefully today, and then we can start dropping that motor in. So yeah, we're gonna weld in the cowl track kit now, and then move forward, finishing up a little bit of wiring stuff and some other things we gotta finish up here. So let's get at it.
Go hard, or go home, go home. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home, I go home, go hard, I go home, touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, I go home, go hard, I go home. Yeah, these are championship rings on my hands now. In my head I'm top 10, yeah, that's hands down. You a squad, now you're looking man down. Funny how foes turn to friends now. Drive a race car like a Atari now.
Okay, so we got these bolted and welded in place. We got our Caltrack bars set up. For now, we're gonna leave the Caltrack or the Calvert shocks in the rear. Eventually, probably go double adjustables. Then the front, we're ready for the motor. We have everything painted that we welded from before. And of course, our long travel kit with the TRZ arms and the Q1A double adjustables. All right, guys, we got this motor in, finally. It's a stock displacement 6-liter, fully built. I'm just currently working on his fuel system. We've got the Motion coolant crossover completed. Bunch of wiring still to do. Got to figure out the water pump situation. We've reran all the lines, put in engine mounts. Yeah, we got a lot still here to do, but the motor's in, transmission's in. We are well on our way here. So we're gonna work now on this fuel system, and then we are going to put the intake on.
Yeah, trap though, 24 shell cases on the floor. Up it and let it blow.
Good morning, good morning. Back in the shop today. We did a little racing this weekend, so now we're back to work. Terry's truck. We got a bit of a list here of things to finish, but we've got the turbo mounted. Obviously this is changing, it's just temporary, it was in our way. Catch can. We got all the plug wires in, cut. We got the coils all done underneath. We got our new bracket for the throttle body. And we got the header, everything else, everything tied in. We got a new water pump from Jags, so we're gonna be wiring that in. And yeah, the truck is definitely coming along. We need a couple more days, I'd imagine, to finish this list, and then we can get to firing it up. We are back in Florida with this dirty prick.
The nicest guy you know.
Look what's arrived. Are you happy to have your truck back down here?
Yeah, nothing's completely done.
It's like missing a child. Super weird. The Dingo's back down here in Florida. We are just doing a quick smoke test because we've been having a couple of idle issues. And then we're gonna go and take it for a rip. Let's see what happens. Well, we smoke tested the truck, and what did we find?
Throttle body leaks like a sieve.
We got a leak in the throttle body, so We put a new IAC valve on it. We cleaned it. We reset the blade in the middle. We're gonna give it one more chance. And if not, Terry's gonna have to be forced to buy himself a nice billet Motion Raceworks matching black throttle body that he's super mad about having to do, but
Called Doug and hey Doug.
he's gonna have to call his friend Doug, put it on his executive account he has over at Motion.
Overnight me parts. Yeah.
Yeah, straight from Japan, or United States of America, as they say. Starting off in China. We're almost ready to try starting her up again. So, look at that smile.
Back to the streets.
We're back to them streets.
I gotta wave to my neighbors.
Streetcar. We made it back alive. She rips pretty good. What did you think of your maiden voyage?
Barely made it back alive.
But
You know. Ripper.
it's a ripper. You heard it from the man himself. Those boys at Immokalee better watch out. Dingo's coming for blood.
We coming. You should have seen by now. Coming. Yeah, they talking about it. We coming. They doubting us. But we coming. They saying. We coming. They think it's a game. We coming. I don't give a damn what they say. You best believe. We coming.